time of your life, every single night, the confetti's raining down. You put your hands to the sky, center of the crowd, you're the talk of the town. And I tell myself I don't want that, what glitters isn't gold. I tell myself I don't need it, cause I'm fine on my own. But I hate being on the outside, looking through a window. I say I don't want it, but I'm so full of it. I wanna be the life of the party, I wanna dance with somebody, be
Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. In case this is your first time watching one of my videos, hi, I'm Lesley, I'm so glad to have you here. On my channel I talk about all things luxury, in particular handbags, but I cover a wide range of topics and film unboxings, reviews, shopping vlogs, travel vlogs from time to time, the occasional high street fashion video thrown into the mix, and London vlogs as of more recently, and this is another one of them. So welcome to another London vlog. I should have started this vlog a little earlier. I already took a walking tour through Covent Garden, which was super interesting. Not so much like for taking pictures or like filming. I did catch a couple of glimpses, but more so it was interesting for the whole history and like hidden like gems and signs. So yeah, that was the first half of the day, but right now I'm in front of, let me spin you around. Can't really tell where I'm at. I'm at Selfridges, and today is actually the day that the Barbie movie officially comes out, and all over London there are like pop-ups. So I went to a Barbican, so popcorn pop-up yesterday, and Selfridges also has a Barbie pop-up, so that's where I'm headed. And I did book a hair appointment, so they have a couple of like beauty appointments, including hair, which is free, which is why I booked that one, but they also have makeup appointments, I believe, and nail appointments. I'm headed to the hair appointment. I think I have like another like 10-ish minutes left, so might as well go inside and queue and then check out the pop-up, which you can catch a glimpse of in the window behind me and also right there. So plus I dressed for the occasion, so actually it's a little chilly, so a summer dress isn't like the go-to option, but I thought if I'm going to a Barbie pop-up I have to wear pink, and I'm not the only one who thought that, so let's head in. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy this vlog. I do have another couple of fun bits planned for the weekend, so I'm headed to the Royal Albert Hall tomorrow actually, and I've never been to the Royal Albert Hall, so I'm really excited for that. And I think I'm also going to check out Camden Town. I've never been actually, but it looks so fun and yeah, very quirky and alternative. And anyway, as always, I'm going to take you along with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I guess let's head in.
just one glass in, you're already on my mind. When it gets late, I always realize that I need you. Are you thinking about me tonight? It's no secret, all my friends already know. There's no reason to hold it back, I let it show. All my feelings, are you thinking about me tonight? Your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than
She said she was gonna brush my hair out, but that either didn't work or she put that much heat on my hair that the curls are gonna stay for like a week or so. Anyway, I mean, I'm not used to having like wavy hair even, but these are like proper curls. Not that much of a fan, but it was interesting nonetheless, and the pop-up was kind of cute. But I came to realize, I thought maybe the lighting at the Barbican pop-up store yesterday was off, but I think it's just the color pink that photographs and like videographs. Really weird. It's really hard apparently to get the lighting right when it comes to pink. So I don't know, every time you try to film or photograph pink, turns out quite yellowish or like orangey. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm actually watching the Barbie movie later today, so I'm all dressed up and hair done, although I would prefer to have my like flat hair back. But anyway, I'm gonna rock these curls until they're finally worn out, probably wash them tonight. By the way, if you've already watched the Barbie movie by the time that this video goes up, it would already have been out for like a week or so at least. Let me know what you think, or let me know what you thought about the movie. I'm also low-key planning to watch the Oppenheimer, but I haven't booked any tickets yet. But first off, Barbie.
A mental picture in my mind just to keep this moment till the end of time. 'Cause I know that it might be over after tonight. So before I change my mind, your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine, baby, just hold me tight. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. And that makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise. Bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like
I got done at Selfridges. I bought a little something, but yeah, nothing overly exciting. Just my foundation that I had to replenish. I think I mentioned in a couple of videos back that I switched from the Chanel Le Teint Ultra, I think it's called, to the Armani Luminous Silk, just to switch it up because I've been using the Chanel foundation for ages. Anyway, so I strolled around a little, tried on the newest Fendi release, the Fendi C'mon, in the nano size and the small size. It also comes in the medium, but the medium is more like a satchel bag, doesn't look the best, so I didn't even bother with that. But the nano is so cute. I think I have like 50 minutes-ish, more like 40 minutes at this point left until I have to be at the cinema, and I'm one of those weird people that actually enjoys watching all the adverts for the new releases, so I'm planning to be on time and yeah, get inspired in terms of other movies that I can watch in the next couple of months.
small city thinking, I get why you left. Small-minded people sure know how to drink. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. So what were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? Now I'm kinda glad you did.
I'm back home, and seeing as both this vlog as well as last week's vlog has been quite Barbie heavy and like pink heavy, and seeing as I mentioned that I was gonna watch the Barbie movie, I figured I might as well give you a quick update. Don't worry, I'm gonna keep it short, if anyone even cares, so very short. I didn't have any expectations going into the film, and even after watching it, I don't know how I'm feeling about it, actually. I mean, there were some very weird scenes, intentional, of course, but it's a weird one. But I mean, it's a Barbie movie. Chances are going into it, you kind of expect it to be weird. And also the dancing was questionable. The singing, it was just a weird one all around. Also the narrator on top, granted, she didn't like narrate the whole thing, but she popped in here and there. It's a weird one, but I think I enjoyed it. And especially in the second half of the movie, there were definitely some more deep thoughts, I guess, or like more thoughts with some kind of substance to them. Anyway, as I mentioned, if you've watched the movie, definitely let me know what you think. Maybe you're able to articulate a little bit better than I am how you feel about the movie. But yeah, I don't really have plans for the rest of the day. I do have a couple of videos that I still have to edit, but editing isn't the most fun activity. I mean, I do like it, but it's quite an isolating thing, and it takes me ages, especially vlogs, because I'm a perfectionist, not saying that my vlogs are perfect, but vlogs take me ages to edit. Anyway, I do have a number of vlogs yet to edit, including last Sunday's one. Last Sunday I met up with Hanne. That vlog is also waiting to be edited, so yeah, but the weather is too good to stay inside for the rest of the day. I'm gonna head out, but I'm not sure where I'm going yet, so if there's something worth documenting or filming, of course I'm gonna take you along with me. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna see you tomorrow. Good morning. Today I'm headed to Camden. Just realized that a pink blazer probably isn't your first choice when it comes to Camden Town because from what I've seen, it's a very touristy area, which hopefully I'm about to beat the crowds because it's fairly early in the morning. I think it's like 7:30. Let's not talk about it. I think my inner clock's broken. At least during summer, with it being so bright so early, I basically wake up when it's bright outside, which is very early. Anyway, so it's fairly early, so fingers crossed I will beat the crowds, especially when it comes to, yes, of course, Camden itself. Okay, let's rewind. Let's go to, I started with A, Camden being a busy area, B, Camden being a very grungy area, or like alternative E. Although, to be fair, I think with every area that used to be like a little dirty and grungy in the 80s and 90s, I think Camden also has gone a massive like gentrification process and housing prices have gone up, although to be fair, that's basically the case for all of London. And as I mentioned yesterday, tonight I'm going to the Royal Albert Hall, which I'm really excited for. Every year there's the BBC Proms, which runs for, I guess, like 2.5 months. I think it's going until like mid-September. And basically the tickets, if you like buy seater tickets, can run up to like $70, but every day of the event, and in some instances like the day before the event, they release proming tickets. So what that means is that apparently with the Royal Albert Hall, I've never been, so we're gonna explore it together. So apparently like on the ground level there's a lot of standing area, so no seats, just like an open space essentially. So basically for every event of the BBC Proms, they release up to 1,000 standing tickets for $8. So some of the BBC Proms are actually booked out, like fully booked, sold out, but you can still get the proming tickets for an absolute bargain. So I'm going to check one of those out tonight. I did manage to get a ticket yesterday while the Covent Garden walking tour started. So timing wasn't like perfect because I was kind of preoccupied buying the tickets while he already started talking about the history. I felt really rude, like being on my phone and instead of like looking at him and listening, but I had to buy the proming ticket. So anyway, that's the plan of action for today. And yeah, I'm excited. Oh, by the way, again, me holding the mic doesn't help in any way, but second day curls, I think I love it. Like at this point, more beachy waves. So this is actually what I wanted to go for yesterday, but she gave me like full on pigtail curls basically. But now that I've slept on them, I love it. Anyway, before I ramble on any further, I think I'm gonna take the bus. Let's see about that. And I'm gonna catch you when I'm in Camden. There's so much street art around here. I mean, I don't even want to call this a graffiti because look at the details. So I know Shoreditch is well known for like graffiti and street art in general, but I mean, Camden definitely also has something to offer. Just stumbled across this like little alleyway. Amy Winehouse, that's more like a graffiti style, but I do prefer the lady back there. Let me spin around without making you dizzy. Wow. Look at even the hair. Look at those details. Crazy. up there as well. So lots of graffiti. For sure, I'm also going to check out Shoreditch. I'm actually thinking about booking like a guided walking tour through Shoreditch with a focus on all the street art so I don't miss any of the important stuff, I guess. Also, of course, you can do a self-guided one, which is free. Just requires a bit more research. Hope I'm not making you dizzy. I get dizzy quite easily when I watch like vlogs and sometimes even movies. I remember I got super dizzy when I watched the first Twilight movie. I think I even had to leave the cinema for a second to throw up in the bathroom. I don't know, for some reason the camera work on that movie was making me very dizzy, but hopefully I'm doing a better job. Knowing that I get dizzy quite easily, I'm trying my best to hold the camera still.
Smiling as we're falling apart. You lie to your friends, it's fine as you're falling apart. Soon giving in this time, 'cause it's falling apart. Love didn't find your heart. Nights didn't count, lies didn't count at all. Love didn't find your heart. Silence didn't count, it tear us apart. Going to church, some light when you're down in the dark. Religion is something to try when you're falling apart. You lie to yourself at times, now you're falling apart. Soon giving in is time, 'cause we're falling apart. Love didn't find your heart. Nights didn't count, lies didn't count at all. Love didn't find your heart. Silence didn't count, it tear us apart.
Drink a toast, and then we'll have another. We'll all be friends until the day we die. Soldiers and fighters, closer than brothers. Every day, just like you, we stand in the eye. Everyone is there for my body, who stands groaning beneath the strain. Feel the excitement, break the arena, as the bull attacks and strikes, rolling again.
So I've just come out of the Royal Albert Hall. It was insane. Granted, I think a little more geared towards children with the acting and everything, but it was so good. Plus, I mean, I'm not a like classical music and opera connoisseur, so basically that was my type of level when it comes to opera, and yeah, it was so good. Also, I did check on the website, you were able to take out your camera and film or like take pictures. It didn't prevent me from feeling super self-conscious or like weird about whipping out my camera, so I hardly filmed anything. But yeah, I think the show that I watched today was only today actually 2 shows, one in the afternoon and one like in the evening. I took the evening one, and that's it for this particular one. The BBC Proms are like hardly any of the ones are like duplicates, so basically every day is different. I'm actually planning to get tickets for a nighttime show. I think it's on Tuesday, so fingers crossed I will be able to make it. I don't know when this video is going to be live. Hopefully at that time the BBC Proms are still going on. I mean, I mentioned I think they're going on until like mid-September. So if I finally get my ass down and get into editing numerous videos, I think by the time that this vlog goes up, there should still be like some weeks left of the BBC Prom. So if you're in the London area and you're interested, I mean, the show today went on for 2 hours, so 2 hours of standing, but it was totally fine and worth it. But yeah.
Benign, his name sounds like the word benign, it's not his real name, but it describes what he does. You can't get angry at Benign's work because it's just innocuous, it's just phrases. He doesn't do anything offensive, not particularly controversial, but Benign shot to fame after he painted a wall close to here which had 26 shutters. When the business is closed, he pulled down the shutters, he got all this canvas space. He thought, what can I do here? I'll write the alphabet all the way down. It was an instant success. People loved it. Now he's on a whole different level after a framed piece of his work was given as a diplomatic gift by our then Prime Minister David Cameron to President Barack Obama. So now Benign's work is hanging in the White House, which is pretty wild, especially for a guy who still describes himself as a vandal and anarchist and still paints illegally. Perspex box is one of the last surviving original Banksys in London. What? I mean, it looks awful now, I think. As soon as it was identified as an original Banksy, this box was put over it to protect it. Now the box is in such bad condition.
So I did mention yesterday that I was thinking about doing one of these like guided tours through Shoreditch, in terms of like the street art and graffiti and everything. And well, yeah, because I got up super early today and I was kind of like surprised by the weather, because I had kind of not gambled for, I didn't hope for rain, but I was kind of expecting rain, seeing as it had been raining like the second half of the day yesterday, like constantly. Yeah, I was expecting rain, ended up being super warm, and it's a bit of a last minute one. I actually booked one of those like walking tours. There are a lot of free in quotation mark walking tours, because I think the company's called London by a Local, if I'm not mistaken. And the way they work is they call themselves like free walking tours, and it's basically afterwards you're going to pay whatever you think is like appropriate, depending on how the guide was and yeah, how the tour was in general. Anyway, so we got done. I think the tour was like 2.5 hours. And seeing as the weather is still amazing, I figured like a 30-minute walk away from here is the Barbican Conservatory? Something along those lines. So the Barbican is an area that I haven't checked out at all yet. But yeah, from my understanding, the conservatory is like a very green oasis in the middle of the city. So I'm going to check that out. And yeah, like 30 minutes walk is basically nothing. I really enjoy walking, especially in London. Plus, for now, it's been saving me quite a lot of money. Not so much in terms of the transportation, because I do take the tube to work and everything. But it does save me quite a bit of money, because to this day I haven't signed up for a gym yet. I hate going to the gym. I would have wished to just being able to take my Peloton with me to London, but that wasn't an option. At some point, especially when it gets like towards September, October, and the weather gets worse and walking isn't that much fun anymore, I probably have to sign up for a gym, but I'm not a gym going person. I hate exercise to begin with, but then like having the feeling of being watched all the time, of course, that's basically all in my head, and everyone is preoccupied with themselves when they're at the gym, but I'm not a gym going person. But for now, walking definitely, yeah, it's kind of my excuse for not having signed up for a gym yet, because I do get my steps in. I don't count my steps, which I should probably, but yeah, I do tons of walking. So yeah, we're gonna check the Barbican Conservatory out. Hopefully it's called Conservatory. If not, I sound like an idiot. And I will have included the correct name on the screen. But anyway, let's go.
When you came over, my heart was on its way out. I wasn't sober and I was thinking out loud. I spoke of your bravery, your wit and audacity, of coming over and letting go of it all. Please.
Alright, I'm back home, and before I sign off this vlog, I wanted to quickly show you not everything that I purchased over the last couple of days, but like the main bits. I also went to Boots and purchased like another couple of skincare items that I used to use back home and that I didn't bring to London with me, that ended up being like another $100 for basically nothing but skincare. I know it's important. I've been neglecting it for way too long anyway, so yeah, I purchased like another couple of skincare items, but those are boring. To me at least. Plus, I don't know anything about skincare, so it would just be like me holding it up and saying like, yeah, it feels great on my skin, and that's about it. That's like the limit of my knowledge when it comes to skincare, which is definitely something I can improve on. But anyway, I digress. Let's quickly, these are so fun. So I did purchase like some knickknacks, essentially souvenirs in Camden, so yesterday. And yeah, 2 magnets, Camden Town, on like a tile kind of, yeah, it's actually a tile. So this one says Camden Town and this one is Taylor Swift as a saint. I mean, I do like Taylor Swift music, but this is more like for fun as opposed to me actually like worshipping her. So that's that. Oh yeah. So like a tiley material. And another really random one. Don't ask me why I purchased this. It's a coaster, same kind of material, with Harry Styles on it. Same with Taylor Swift, but even less so. I do like some of his songs. I know 0 lyrics to any of his songs, although like maybe sometimes the chorus, but that's it. But I don't know, I like the colors. Plus it was only like, I think, $5 for the coaster, and the 2 magnets together were $6. So, I mean, unnecessary. Plus, these are like super weighty. So who knows if I'll even be able to bring these back with me? Yeah, once my time in London is over. But I'm not thinking about that yet. So here's a coaster with Harry Styles on it. But yeah, it's mainly the colors that drew me in. So that's all I purchased in Camden, apart from snacks, which I happen to purchase everywhere I go. I also, which is another thing that I have to do, like once I'm done wrapping this vlog up, I have to grocery shop, which it feels like I'm doing that every day of my life. I don't know, I'm really bad at like meal planning, and I'm always hungry, so I'm grocery shopping every day, and groceries in London are expensive, especially when you don't eat meat and when you're celiac. But anyway, another thing, I didn't purchase this one. I should have showed that in the last London vlog, but I totally forgot. A little something from Longchamp, and this is actually like the sweetest gift from Hanne, who I met last Sunday. Like kind of as a welcome gift, welcome to London gift. She gave me this cute little like catch-all essentially. So this was such a surprise, and Hanne, you shouldn't have, but yeah, super cute. Anyway, so not a purchase, but new to me and new to my collection, I guess. And the last item, which I purchased today at Scout Vintage, so a vintage shop, and I found a silk scarf. At least I believe it's silk. It said on the label, but I only paid $10 for this, so who knows. And okay, the colors drew me in. White and blue is like such a staple combination for me, also like very nautical. And what I find really cool is apparently, let me switch it around. It says down here, University of Virginia 50th reunion class of 1952. So if this is like actually something that they gave their alumni in, yeah, what was it, like 2002. This is like an alumni silk scarf, which is so cool. So yeah, the colors drew me in, but the added bonus of it being like kind of special, not a brand at all, but like a reunion kind of scarf. Plus, I mean, 50th reunion, I'd imagine they wouldn't have had to produce much of these because, I mean, after 50 years after graduating, chances are there are quite a few people less left than the amount that graduated. But anyway, super fun. Like, the design is fairly simple. I'm way too close to the camera to even do it justice, but I guess, let's see, maybe, oops. Maybe you're able to see, maybe it's way too close, but yeah, it's kind of like a building, I guess. Anyway, so fun. And no idea how this ended up being at a vintage store in London, but that makes it even more special and fun. And yeah, I love anything like blue and white is my jam. And yeah, I guess that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. Yeah, if London vlogs are your thing, if luxury handbags, unboxings, reviews, shopping vlogs, travel vlogs, if any of that sounds like a thing, I would love for you to consider subscribing and for you to join my little YouTube family. Anyway, thanks again. Thanks so much for spending some of your precious time with me, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.
I'm standing beside the console with organist Anna Lapwood, who's designed this late prom for us. It's a recital she calls Moon and Stars, and as you've already heard, we have a huge audience below us right now for this prom. Welcome, lovely to see you.